Hey everyone, it's Susan. Today I'm doing a video tag. I was tagged by Pinkwooll. If you haven't ever checked out her channel, you should go do so. She's an awesome girl and she has a lot of really good makeup tutorials and fun videos, so go check her out. The tag for today was the most worn items that you have, and I'm also going to include an item that is specific to me because I wear it all the time. So let's get started. The first item is your most worn perfume. The perfume I wear regularly is Hugo Boss's Pure Purple. It's almost empty because I wear it a lot. I'm trying to use it sparingly though because they discontinued this perfume. Boo! Every time I find a perfume I like, they decide to stop making it, and then I have to go find a new one. That is so annoying. But luckily, you can still find it on some online website, so I'm going to have to check that out and restock my supply of it. I have another perfume that I wear a lot. It is Spirit for Women by Antonio Banderas. It has a light powdery scent, kind of similar to the way Joop smells, and I really like that, and I tend to wear it a whole lot, and most people usually comment on it because it's light enough that it's noticeable, but it's not too overpowering. The next item is your most used nail polish. I hardly ever do my nails. I actually have an issue with my fingernails, and it causes nail polish to tend to chip a lot. So I don't paint my fingernails very much, but I do paint my toenails on a regular basis, and I tend to keep them painted all the time because I wear flip-flops a lot. And the color I have had my toenails for the past few months is this color. It's by Sinful Colors, and it's called Boom Boom. It's a really vibrant pink color, and I really like it. And the shade of pink that it is, for some reason when I do wear it on my toenails, it tends to make my feet look more tan, which is always a good thing. The next item is your favorite shirt, or the shirt that you wear most often. I actually have three that I tend to wear most often. I actually have one of them on. It says Empty on it. Empty is a band in my area. They're a hardcore thrash metal band, and I have known this band for about 12, 13 years, and they're really good. They have a lot of talent in their band. If anybody's interested in what they sound like, just hit me up with a message and I can give you a link to their website and you can give them a holler. I do have two other shirts that I tend to wear a lot, and they are some of my favorites. These three shirts, I wear at least one of them a week. My next favorite shirt is this one. It says Anne Berlin on it. That is a band from this area that recently went mainstream. They got signed by Universal Records, and I went and saw them last year, and I actually got that t-shirt at their concert. And the funny thing is that my brother played with Anne Berlin years ago when they were still in this area, and they were recording under a different name at the time. And I recommend highly that everyone give them a listen. Their lyrics are very profound, and they have really good music. The last shirt that is one of my favorites that gets worn in strict rotation is my hippie shirt, as I call it. I'll hold it up so you can see what it says. It says, I'm a tree hugger, but I shave my pits. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'm kind of a pseudo hippie, and I recycle, and I get really annoyed when people, chuck stuff out of their cars and things like that. And I found it on a clearance rack, and I was actually looking for some more brown and tan tops, and when I saw that that's what it said, it had the giant butterfly on it, I couldn't resist it. It was a great deal too. So those are my favorite shirts that are worn most often. The next item is favorite earrings. I have an allergy to different types of metals, so I can only wear 10 karat gold or higher. If I wear anything else that has nickel in it, it causes my ears to swell and become painful. So I tend to leave all of my earrings in. The ones I currently have in are, I have a white gold hoop on the bottom. The second hole has a, my hair's in the way. The second hole has a 10 karat gold yellow hoop that has a silver wire pattern on it. And in my cartilage piercings, I have a 10 karat gold hoop that has a silver heart on the bottom of it that my mother gave to me. Those tend to stay in my ears all the time, so they're worn every single day. I usually only take them out if they're bothering me, but they're in almost constantly. The other pair of earrings I have that are my favorites, they don't get worn all the time because they're fancier, but they were given to me by my grandmother, and she passed away a few years ago, and they're very special to me, and when I wear them, it feels like she's still here with me. So I bring them out on special occasions, but they are my favorite pair of earrings that I own. I'm going to hold it up. You may not be able to see it well. It's a gold heart that has a heart-shaped amethyst stone, and the side of the gold heart has diamond chips in it. And those are my favorite earrings that are my fancy pair. The next item is favorite shoes. I have two types of shoes that I wear on a regular basis. They are my favorites, and because of the state I live in, it tends to get really hot, so I tend to wear flip-flops almost every single day. My favorite pair are my Nike flip-flops with the comfort footbed. Squishy! I have knee issues, and this footbed supports my legs really well, and I don't end up hurting later. I own them in black and brown, and I actually came across them last year in a Nike store, and I bought the black and brown pair automatically, and I wore the suckers out. They look horrible, and they're about worn down to a nub. As soon as they put them back in the stores this year, I went out and bought another black and brown pair because they're my go-to flip-flops to wear every single day. If I'm not wearing flip-flops, depending on weather or what the situation is, my go-to shoes, sorry, I'm getting them ready. My go-to shoes are my Converse One Stars. Yay for Converse! I own them in black. That is actually my dingier pair from about a year and a half ago. I do have a newer pair. I just couldn't find them because they're buried in my closet somewhere. Those are my most worn shoes. The next item is favorite lipstick or most worn lipstick. Usually I just put some chapstick on the lips and go, because I am a mother and I'm also a college student, and I'm constantly running, and for the longest time I didn't worry about lipstick or bother with it, but pinkwooll got me addicted to e.l.f. products, and my current favorite lipstick is e.l.f.'s Lip Stain, and one end is the lip stain color, the other end is a clear gloss. This color, you cannot read it, but it's called Heartbreaker. It's a really pretty nude color, and I have worn that a number of times recently. I believe that I had it on in the video I did of the recreation of Lacey Mosley from Flyleaf. That is my favorite lip color. The next item is your favorite purse. The purse I'm going to show you, I haven't used lately because the handles are kind of starting to go on it. I need to go find a replacement for it. But it is my plaid Union Bay handbag. It's kind of a burgundy plaid. I also have another handbag in a similar plaid design, but it's blue and green, made by Union Bay. That's what I've currently got all my junk thrown into. I love anything plaid, and I'm really picky about purses. I can't stand ones that have every strap design. I like the double-handled handbag style. And considering I have children, they tend to give me candy and all kinds of other junk to throw in there. So they're usually kind of roomy. They're not gigantic. I do have one black handbag, though, that is so big my best friend calls it my suitcase. But it's so big I don't use it very much. My plaid ones are my go-to purses. The next item is your favorite hair care product. I have really, really, really thin hair, and I have it cut so that it has more layers in it, gives a little more body and volume, but sometimes that doesn't even help. So my favorite hair care product is a generic version of Paul Mitchell's Thicken Up. You can find this at any Sally Hansen beauty supply store, and it's fairly reasonable. It costs about $6, and it does a really, really good job of giving your hair a little bit of oomph, which my hair desperately needs. And I've had that bottle for about a year, and it's still at least like half full because you only have to use a small amount of it, and it's a pretty good product. Those are my top worn items that were in the original tag. I'm going to go ahead and include now the specific item for me. The most worn item that I wear on a regular basis are my rings. Ring-a-ding-ding. I am a ring girl. I have worn rings since middle school, and I used to have a friend who told me that the two things you remember most about me are that I always had rings on my fingers and that I wear sunglasses all the time. I hardly ever take my rings off. When I do, if I take them off and I forget to put them back on, I tend to feel like I'm naked, and I can't stand not having rings on. I've become so used to wearing them that it's really odd to catch me without my rings on. The ones that I have been wearing for the past 6 months are my hammered band ring. I like to call it my hunk of metal. I also have this filigree ring. It's fairly simple, but it's really pretty. And I have another filigree ring that I wear on a regular basis, if I can get it off. This one has more of a swirl pattern, and it's a domed ring. The hammered ring and the domed filigree ring I got at a premier jewelry party that I went to with my mom, and I am so glad I went because I got some really nice jewelry there. The last ring that I keep on my hands on a constant basis is this little bitty one. It's really, really, really thin. It is a sterling silver wire ring that I found at a Renaissance festival a couple of years ago, and it was handmade, and it was only about $5, and I was really shocked that you could get a sterling silver handmade wire ring for around $5. And I actually have the guy's card and plan on contacting him to see if I can get a hold of some other pieces also. This was a really fun tag. I'm glad that Pinkwooll put it up and let anybody who wanted to do the tag. It's kind of nice to see what everybody else wears and what their favorite things are. It gives you a little bit more insight into that person and who their personality is. And I had a lot of fun doing this. Anybody else who wants to, consider yourself tagged. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.